Hey, it's Elizabeth, Countess of Low Carb, and on this episode, we're going to do best keto lunch and best keto diet lunch ideas coming up next. Hey guys, it's Elizabeth, Countess of Low Carb. I have lost 67 pounds. Here's my before and after. And on today's episode, we're going to dive into the best keto lunch and the best keto diet lunch ideas. I got tons of them for you guys. We're going to talk about our top 10. And here's what my disclaimer is. These are keto to go lunches. These are easy keto. These are lazy keto. I live a complicated life, and you might just too if you're watching this video. But before we dive in, smash that like button. Make sure you click subscribe so you can see all things keto, all things intermittent fasting. And at the end, I'll share with you how to get my free, yes, free, weekly keto meal plan, totally my gift to the Countess of Low Carb community. Now let's dive into our best keto lunch ideas, top 10, number 10, coming up. Okay, keto lunch, I have a list. I do have a list, in no ranking order. Number 1 is gonna be my buffalo chicken. Let me show you how to make that. So this was my chicken from Costco. It's my organic one. These are awesome because they're only 10 bucks and they make about a gazillion meals, but pork chop, and applesauce. She was over here a minute ago. This is frozen. So I'm going to, in order to get the spices on it, I'm going to run it under running water to make it a little bit thawed. So I just set it on 70 minutes, high pressure. Going to let that go. Sauce very much wants to help. So I've got all of my spices and seasoning. I will put the description, I'll put the recipe in the description link below. I've already got my water on it, all these delicious seasonings. Now I'm just gonna close the lid. I always have the fear that I'm gonna blow myself up with these. So I double check that this is locked every time, and I double check that the pressure valve, if I even test it, is on lock. And then I'll go ahead and set it on high pressure, normally for 65 minutes for a frozen chicken. I'm gonna boost it up to 70 just to make sure I've got it completely cooked. I don't want any raw chicken, so that's what I'm going to do right now and get that all set up. Oh, and you can also put it on top of a salad. You can put it in a romaine lettuce wrap, totally whatever you choose. Basically, you're going to cook a whole rotisserie chicken, a whole chicken. I get my organic chicken from Costco. I have a free Costco shopping list. Also, I'll put that in the description link below. And you're going to cook your whole chicken. After the chicken cooks, you're going to pick off all the chicken while it's still hot. It'll make it easier to pick it off. And then put all that chicken in a bowl. Then you're going to mix into it, and you can change the quantities on it. But this is what I personally like, is 1/3 of a cup of mayonnaise. You can use PRIMAL mayonnaise because that doesn't have sugar added or creepy carbs added, or you could use like a Duke's mayonnaise, but that has soybean oil, which is inflammatory, or you could use Sir Kensington, which is made out of avocado oil, which is not inflammatory, but does have some sugar added. 1/3 a cup of mayonnaise, 1/3 a cup of cream cheese. I like to whipped cream cheese you whip it from Aldi, and then 1/4 of a cup of Tabasco or hot sauce, depending on your hotness level. I don't like it very hot because I'm a spicy baby. Make it however spicy you want. So 1/3, and 1/4. But you can kind of mix those and play with those. I like it wet. If you might like your chicken a little bit drier, whatever you feel so inclined to do. That is number 1. You make that. You eat that for dinner. And then the next day you make extra for leftovers. So you just pack your lunch in a cool Pyrex container, a mason jar container, something to take it with you to work. Bada bing, bada boom. And you can put that over. This is my other keto lunch hack tip for you for the best keto lunch ideas is spinach. Y'all, I have some organic spinach. I got it from Aldi, like $3 for an organic product. Is that crazy or what? To me, that's crazy for an organic product. But in here, 2 cups of spinach is only, let's see here, excuse me, 1.5 cups, if I could speak, is 3 carbs, 2 grams of fiber, so that would be 1 net carb for 1.5 cups of spinach, or 3 carbs depending on which way you're counting, if you're counting or not counting for lazy keto. But here's what. This has a ton of potassium, 470 milligrams. We need potassium on keto. We need magnesium on keto. Get this in. You don't have to take a supplement. Just freaking eat spinach or romaine lettuce because it's got great potassium. More potassium than a banana. Did you know that? Put in the comments below if you knew that or not. I just taught you a trivia fact, and next time you have a trivia question, you can say that spinach has more potassium than a banana. Number 2 on our best keto lunch ideas that we have for the ketogenic diet or way of life is chicken soup. Y'all, I have a whole chicken soup video coming out for how I break my intermittent fasting, but here's the secret, is you take that whole chicken that you just made in your Instapot, slow cooker, on the oven, however you want to cook that whole chicken. I like the Instapot. Mine's right over here. I just want to grab it and hold it. I like the Instapot because it makes it quick. As long as you don't freeze it. If you're following me on Instagram or Facebook, you know why. But if you're not, follow me on Instagram or Facebook. The whole chicken, it's a faux chicken noodle soup, keto style. There's no noodles, but this is awesome. And I love putting them in the mason jars because they're so cute. And you can see that delicious fat in there. Ooh, it's gonna be so good. But this is delicious. Look how amazing that is. Put in it lots of good things. So I use the stock from actually cooking the whole chicken. I add 2 more cups of water to it. I take some of the darker meat or like mealy meat, like maybe off the wing, or like not like the breast. Like that's the primal thing, is that I get some of the breast and put it in there and I mix it together, and I maybe put in there some broccoli or some radishes, low carb vegetables. I will add to that soup. I put them in mason jars. You can freeze them, but that usually lasts 3 or 4 days. It has gelatinous fat from the organic chicken, right? And if we're using bone broth type things, I want it to be, for me personally, I like to have organic chicken, and I can find it cheapest at ALDI or COSTCO. Just an FYI for my keto on a budget folks out there, this does not have to be expensive. And then you mix in that the radishes, that makes that beautiful soup, which you can freeze, helps break intermittent fasting if you're doing keto with intermittent fasting. It is delicious. If you are loving this video, put down in the comments below keto lunch so I know to do more videos just like this one, and smash that like button. Now back to the content. Three, keto pizzas. My keto pizzas are the best. Hashtag breaking the internet for my keto pizzas. Not really, but I'll put the recipe down below. But what I do is I now make pesto pizzas. They're mini ones. I make them 1/4 at a time. And that will last through 3 months, of where then I can just microwave them for my 3-year-old if you want some kid foods for keto. And then I also just will make it and like bake it, cook it, and then just flash freeze it after I've cooked it, put it in some Ziploc baggies and parchment paper. That makes for an awesome keto lunch, and it doesn't stink, right? Like, who out there does not want stink factor when you're going for a keto lunch and maybe you're going to work, or you just don't want smell in your home? That does not smell. And I would add it with it. I would have 1 pizza for my keto lunch with 2 cups. I like to do 2 cups, even though I just read the nutrition facts. For 1.5 cups, get 2 cups. 2 cups. It's delicious. Number 3, so going back to the stink factor real fast, these don't include keto shrimp, keto scallops, crab. I love keto seafood. I love it. I get the best kind at Costco. I'm not sponsored by Costco. I wish I was, but I just love their seafood that they have. I'm not including these in the keto lunch ideas because for your keto foods, it's stinky, right? And we don't want to have stink factor if you're going to say work. So that was factored into this ranking process. Number 4 is a Chipotle bowl. I love Chipotle bowls if you're, say, don't have time to pack your lunch. If you have it meal prepped and made extra from the dinner for the next lunch the next day, or like something came up, or you just plain don't feel like cooking. Mamas out there, I sometimes don't feel like cooking. You can go to Chipotle. I love getting their carnitas, barbacoa, chicken, steak, and then combining that with the fajita vegetables. I used to do double fajita vegetables to stay full. I now have switched that to romaine lettuce because, again, that potassium factor, I'm getting those potassium and magnesium in. So I'm switching off the fajita vegetables. This is new. I've never talked about this. And then having that instead with guacamole, sometimes sour cream, sometimes cheese. But if y'all saw my Maria Emmerich video about one of the reasons why people stall in their weight loss, too much dairy. So I'm trying to personally monitor that, but that's a great tip, is you can get that keto lunch to go from Chipotle. You can order ahead on the app. I love that app. Again, I'm not sponsored by them. I just love their product. And along those lines of Maria Emmerich, check out our interview. I'll put it in the description link below. But she has this great book called Keto Restaurant Favorites. I'm going to link this also down in the description. It's freaking awesome. Maria, I bought this book out of my own money. She didn't send it to me, although I wish she would. But it's got cool ideas in here if you want to start cooking more keto restaurant ideas, like this Chipotle bowl. That's not in here, but she's got really, 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 really cool ideas. So I would highly recommend checking that book out. And again, it's Keto Restaurant Favorites. You can ask your library to order it for you, or I'll put it in the description link below. You can maybe get a used copy on Amazon or eBay or something. It's in the description link below. Number 5, stink factor, is tuna fish. So I did put that in there because you can get canned tuna fish. be mindful of the mercury. You're not having it every day. And adding it with the Primal mayonnaise, Sir Kensington mayonnaise, or Duke's mayonnaise, depending on picking your poison with that, so to speak. And having that over a salad is delicious. I like to have it over cucumbers, like little cucumber sandwiches. It's amazing. It's delicious. It's cheap. So for keto on the budget people. And if you're not eating in an office environment, your office coworkers may not like you super much if you're having tuna fish, but it's a great one to have because you can literally have that lunch for what, $1.50, $1.25. It's a great keto lunch. It's my best keto lunch. Like, it's the cheapest out of the whole list. Where are we? Number 6. Number 6 is a hamburger. Hamburgers are super simple. Keto hamburgers, hello, that should be on the rotation, literally in your freezer. Go get some awesome grass-fed beef. If you can't get grass-fed beef, do the best you can afford. If you saw my interview with Jordan So Keto, who lost over 100 pounds, she had grass-fed like once. So you don't have to have, it's not a prerequisite for keto weight loss. But getting hamburgers, I make a bunch of them, and then I freeze them. So literally just take it out of your freezer. You can pack that in your lunch bag, microwave it when you get to work. It's awesome. If you have kids, it's a really quick, easy lunch. They can do dips. You can dip it with some mustard. You could dip it with some Primal mayonnaise. I sometimes dip it with ranch or blue cheese. Sometimes on it, I'll make it a cheeseburger or a bacon cheeseburger. Or sometimes I'll just have it straight up burger. Again, with this awesomeness. And you can put these, by the way, in mason jars. It will make it last longer. If you're using romaine lettuce, don't cut the romaine lettuce with a knife. The metal on it will make it wilt faster. Rip it with your hands. This is awesome. Put it in a mason jar. And hopefully we're over our spinach salmonella thing here in the United States. We are. I'm joking. I'm joking. That's not a funny joke. Number 7 is steak. Flip these over. I cut these into pieces because it makes it easier to cook them. Steak, I love steak. Make steak the night before, have leftovers the next day. You can have the whole steak, like a ribeye, a New York strip. You can have that. It doesn't have to be expensive because you can get certain cuts of the steak that aren't like a New York strip or a ribeye. You can do fattier versions of that, which I'll talk to in a minute. That's number 7. Number 8 is gonna be a steak salad. Again, you can put them in the romaine wraps to make them like steak bowls if you want. A little blue cheese on top. Tastes delicious. Number 8 with that, no, that was number 8 was the steak salad. Number 9 with that for our keto lunch is Keto Roast. I will put in the description link below my roast. That is a cheap cut of meat that you can get. Put it in your crock pot. It makes it easy for lazy keto and easy keto. This is an awesome easy keto lunch. And then make the roast and then add it with some radishes in there, like your potatoes. That is your husband or your significant other, your partner will thank me. It is such good food and it's very much effortless, very much effortless. So make that and eat that for dinner. And then the next day, eat that for your lunch, your keto lunch. Super simple. It's an easy keto food. And yeah, I love easy keto food and lazy keto food. My number 10 one is egg bake. I will put that recipe below. You can make it a sausage egg bake, bacon egg bake, or chorizo egg bake. You can make keto breakfast for keto lunch and for keto dinner. I love egg bakes because, again, you can freeze them. If you go into my freezer right now, you're gonna find frozen taco meat, which I didn't include on this one, but I have an awesome taco recipe, which I'll link down below. Egg bake, hamburgers, you'll see frozen foods that I've made, and then I just freeze them, right? Do you know how much this has saved our family in not eating out? Tons of money, which is why I love this Maria Emmerich book, because you can come up with great eating out ideas where you just make them on your own. Super, super simple, super, super easy. Y'all, if I can lose 67 pounds doing intermittent fasting and keto, you can too. Now, smash that like button. Make sure you put down below keto lunch so I know to do more videos like this. If you want to see another video of the next set of my 10 best keto lunch ideas, put down the comments below. I'm happy to do whatever you guys dictate, and how you get your free keto weekly meal plan is in the description link below. There's a link. I fixed it. There was a broken link before in one of my previous videos. Sorry. This one is totally fixed. If you sign up for it, I send out weekly Wednesday weight loss keto meal plan emails, And it's my gift to the Countess of Low Carb community. I've done it for months and months and months, and I plan to do it for months and months and years because it's an easy tool, right? Keto doesn't have to be expensive. You can do keto on a budget no matter where you are financially. You can lose weight doing the ketogenic diet without having to spend an arm and a leg. And I like that a lot. It makes me happy. Wealth and health, right? Right, Stacy out there, my good friend Stacy out there. So smash that like button. Make sure you share this video with a friend who's doing keto, who needs keto lunch ideas. This is super, super simple. Let's spread the knowledge. Let's spread the ideas. Let's share the wealth, so to speak, with different collaborative ideas. Love you guys so super much. Make it a powerful day. Bye, guys. Ooh. I feel great. Just great. Excuse me. Okay. Excuse me.